Yeah, we agreed the last time that you were going to introduce me.
Oh, we're supposed to Oh man.
Yeah. I will
Oh
prepare a
man.
proper intro the way
Intro.
you'll be giving me pressure.
You have seen her in the best hip hop award
Let's get it.
in in Kenya.
Uh-huh.
You've heard her
Uh-huh.
on HHC
Come on.
with the one and only
Mm.
DJ Andy the G
Yes.
on a show called what?
Hip hop culture.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
You've seen her
Mm.
in these streets of Nairobi
In the streets of Nairobi.
wearing very tiny skirts.
Oh. Yes, sir.
I think that's
me.
what you're known for, by the way.
Really?
Most people, when I'll be like, okay, so especially like when I was going to record
Yeah.
at the studio,
Yeah.
so they would ask who is your co-host. I'll be like, yeah, I'm shooting with Ruby and blah blah. Like, yeah, I've seen her. She's with the short, yeah.
Ooh, I like that. I
So
like
that's
that.
the one. Okay, it's not a good rep.
No, listen.
You're wrecking homes out here. You'll be
No,
punched.
no. You know why I like it? I like because like it's a style thing. You see how you can identify Kanye with some shit.
Ah,
You can
okay.
identify Rihanna with something. Like I like that people. I didn't do it intentionally, honestly.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just found shorter dresses are more flattering, and it's not in any way like thirst induced or whatever. It's just I do shit that makes me happy. Now people have caught on to it. Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
Dope.
Yeah.
Follow me at Just Ruby V on Instagram.
Yeah.
you
So
know?
that's the best I could come up as an intro. I
Yeah,
wasn't
you
prepared,
did
so
good.
she caught me off guard. I totally forgot about that by the way.
No, I wasn't
yeah.
going to forget it. How
And
are you?
plus, I'm good, man. I'm tired, but I'm good.
Why are you
I
tired?
told you, like, I walked from Kenyatta Market till here
God
today.
damn.
Yeah.
Wait, how? But
Because
yeah, like
it was-
right now Nairobi.
Yeah. The thing is, like, it was going to take me a longer time if I had to go, because from Kenyatta Market, I would have to go to maybe that side of Kenyatta Hospital to get a matinal to come to Ngong Road. So I was like,
And then the traffic out there right now is
yeah.
crazy.
It's like, I'm not doing that.
Yo.
So there's like a shortcut from Kenyatta Market to Ngong Road. I chop at that one.
10,000 steps per.
Yeah, I wasn't wearing a watch, so I can't really
You
tell.
don't even know. But it does. Your phone also.
I didn't carry.
supposed- Oh,
Yeah,
you didn't have nothing with you.
I just had the Android.
Let's just assume that 10,000 steps.
Yeah, I
were
would just
hit.
assume. Yeah,
Because, like, I mean, walking 10, 15 minutes is still good enough. So,
yeah,
it was a longer distance than 15 minutes, right?
yeah. It was
Yeah.
way longer than that.
Yeah,
'cause-
you hit your target. You're
yeah.
good.
So from that, I feel a bit like super tired.
Super tired. I know.
yeah.
Me too. Me too. I didn't get to sleep too much last night.
Oh,
I had a quote unquote date ish kind of
let's
thing.
talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay,
talk about
so
it.
interesting things actually. Have you ever signed up on a dating app?
I think there's an account of mine for Nini floating around.
Which one?
For
Tinder.
Yeah.
Okay, so I usually sign up when I'm bored, like maybe the people that I'm texting are taking
Yeah.
too long to respond to my text or whatever. So I get on there and I swipe. So last week there was this viral COVID whatever, or it was a flu or something, and I had it. I think that's why I wasn't even able to make it to the pod because, like, you remember the other few times when you're like, I feel terrible, I'm dying? So that was me last week. But, like, I drank my concoctions and everything, got back on my feet in, like, a couple of days. So when I got back on my feet, I was bored again because I'm not on social media. I'm trying to do the whole staying off Twitter, Instagram. I signed up on Bumble because my homie is always
is
telling
that?
me that's a new dating app.
Okay.
So my homie is always telling me how she's meeting people off of Bumble, and I've never met anyone on a dating site. So I was like, all right, cool. Let me see what's up. Let me see what's up with the hype. So I get on Bumble and I'm swiping. Obviously, what's the wrong way to left is
Okay, so that's
that part right there.
that's the reason why I
Yeah.
told you my account for Tinder is floating, because I didn't know what to do. I just signed
I
up.
don't know how to work
Yeah,
it.
and then on one day
That was me.
I'm at work. I was producing the breakfast show.
Yeah.
Jimani and Calvin were talking about it. And they were like, oh, so when you swipe right, it's supposed to mean this
Oh
left.
yeah. Oh,
I'm like,
okay.
I didn't do it.
Right means I like you. Left means
I must have did that for like because for me I was just I
you
thought I was looking at pictures. I thought I was looking.
Oh
I thought I was looking at pictures, so I'm swiping
So
right. So when I'm on a show, I'm producing the show. I'm hearing them talk about like if you swipe right, this is what it meant.
Yes,
and I
like,
think I
shouldn't
swiped
you
right on a couple of means that
Yeah.
didn't look that good.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did you get anything out of it? Did you go?
No,
on any
after that
dates?
day,
Yeah.
I was
You
like,
just-
no, I'm not. This is too complicated for me. I'm too old for this shit. I
Yo.
stopped. So the account is still probably somewhere.
I think
floating.
I don't know if that's the case with every other dating site, but
Yeah.
usually they delete your account
Oh,
after a while.
thank God.
If you're not been active.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Because I really didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So when I was listening to the show, they were like, yeah, so when you swipe right, it means I don't know what.
shoot
Left,
your
it
shot.
means I don't know what.
Yeah,
like
you shoot your
I did a
You
bunch of
shoot-
that. I went left and right because for me, I was looking at pictures
looking at
like,
pictures.
this
Each
don't look
other's-
good. Let's go to the next one. So I went right. Let's go to the. So I might start.
Nah.
Yeah.
So like I got on there and like I realized, I don't know, some people are not confident or okay with saying that they're on a dating site or like they're kind of ashamed or whatever.
I wouldn't be ashamed.
Yeah, like there's
but
nothing to be ashamed of.
I just need
Everybody's
to
kinda
know what to do once
what
I'm
to
there.
do, you know,
it,
like
it can't be that complicated. You can't
It
start
really
doing it.
isn't.
Just put somebody's profile, blah blah blah, and you can text them.
and you start swiping,
yeah, you
like literally.
no, swiping is
Oh.
too complicated. Just
Okay.
talk to them. Like if they reply, then
No,
that's cool.
listen, but you have to swipe first,
Yeah.
and then if the other person also swiped on you, then they're like, okay, you guys are a match. Then you can have a private conversation.
Oh shit.
That's how it goes.
Oh,
So like
shit.
I swiped. I saw, you know, like maybe 1 or 2 popular rappers or DJs, and
Are
obviously
you there
I
with your
swiped
name?
left. I mean, I don't know if they want me to name them.
No, I'm saying like when you're there as Ruby.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What else you gonna be as?
Like I thought you put like a banner account or some shit.
No. I mean, let's say you're signing up to the site with the intention of
Getting-
maybe finding friends
Okay.
or finding someone to love or whatever. I don't want to start like explaining to you that my name is actually not Kathy. I was lying. Like the
Yeah,
first
that-
impression,
that-
I'm
that
already
would be
lying.
crude,
Like that
yeah.
doesn't look cute.
That was-
So
yeah.
so some of the people that I was actually swiping left on were people who probably didn't have their real name or didn't have their actual picture. Like, what is Kanye doing on your
Oh, yeah,
profile
on
pic?
a
Like,
yeah.
already it's
Yeah.
pretentious. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not going to give. And then on Bumble, the lady is the one who's supposed to shoot their shot first.
Oh, really?
So like, if you both match, yeah, you're the one who's supposed to slide in the DM. Like, hey.
wow.
Was happening. So I mean, for the first time, like I swiped until I got to the end of the list, and they're like, "That's all for everyone who might be close to you. Come back again some other time." But I did get like,
Oh, yeah,
you
'cause-
know, yeah, I
Because you can do it
swiped
too
left.
much and
Yeah, I swiped
they'll be
left,
like,
and then
yes.
they were like, "We're out of niggas
Yeah.
now." Like. What you gonna do? You know, come back tomorrow. We'll find a new
shit.
list. So I'd see like maybe 50 or 100 people have matched with you, and then by the time I'm swiping, it's like only 2 people left, and then the app has this like pay whatever amount to premium so you can see who likes you, and I'm like, please, it ain't that serious. It really isn't. But I got, you know, maybe like a couple niggas on there that
Yeah, but you
I
got time.
got.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you matched a guy. You went-
Yeah, I matched a guy, so we're currently having a conversation. You know, I matched with 2 guys who were, you know, kind of talking. It's just talking, nothing too serious.
So you are
But then the date that I went out on was, you know, another guy. It was a different guy.
okay.
We're out here doing
You are
some-
here. Okay.
No, first of all, can I just say dating is okay. Dating is when you're testing the waters to see who you're compatible with so you can be exclusive. It doesn't even mean that you're doing anything physical. Honestly, it's a very, let's have a meal, let's have a drink. Like, let me figure out what's going on with you.
You're paying
type
for the
shit.
meal though?
Me? Hell no.
All right,
I am of the stand that if you ask me out as a guy,
but
like
if you're the one-
definitely-
if you're
I'm
saying
not
on this
asking nobody
app,
out. Okay,
this,
on Bumble.
you're the one shooting the shot.
So this is what I did, right? On Bumble, because I'm expected to be like, hey, what's up? You look good, whatever. Yo, one of those things looks so good. Anyway, so you're supposed to say, no, I don't usually expect maybe to find very attractive people on dating sites. But then, if I was on it and I'm attractive, I mean, I feel it's open. So I went on Bumble, right? I shot my shot. I said, yo, what's up? Nini, nini. And then after that, because I was getting bored with the swiping, I wasn't seeing anybody that I liked. The two niggas that I actually matched with, I was like, here's my number. You can hit me up on WhatsApp and then we can have a conversation from there.
Okay.
So like when they hit me up on the app, so now it's up to them to be like, all right, cool. Can we link up on X and X day? I'm not going to go like the whole way of trying to set anything up. That's
Yeah.
I'm going to let the man do
So is
what
this
he
like,
needs to
is this
do.
app like official to the point where like, okay, it doesn't even have to be an official for you to find like some bad niggas out here who are killing people. Like how
Oh my
how
God,
safe
exactly.
how
Now
safe
that's
do you
the thing. Those are some of the questions that I was asking myself when I'm on the app, right? I'm like, with the rising cases in femicide,
Yeah.
I don't know if you're a weirdo. I don't know, maybe you like to touch kids. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I guess that's why you kind of maybe have a conversation with somebody. It's not really okay, we match today and then we link tomorrow type shit. I guess you have the opportunity to kind of feel each other out.
Find their socials, I guess.
Find
like,
their socials, exactly. Look
okay.
them up.
Yeah.
Maybe have a conversation with them on the phone and shit. But I think that's like a huge concern because I've never really
'cause for
done
me-
this before. So right now I'm trying to be super careful.
Yeah, just be careful out here.
It's crazy.
Crazy,
It's
yeah.
crazy out in these streets. But in the meantime, like, there's you were saying I've been out here and I was saying it's okay to date so that you can figure out who you're compatible with. So yesterday, somebody took me out to like this jazz private concert type situation and it was really good vibes. I go home at like 4 a.m. And I had like a really wonderful time.
Okay.
I don't know, there's a period of time in my life where I was like, dating in Nairobi is ass, like ain't shit out here. But like right now I feel like I'm in a space where I'm kind of having like a little bit of fun.
Okay.
And it's exciting to see, it's also exciting to see all the people that I was like swiping on and I'm just like, kumbe, we are out here collectively suffering. To see what it to know me and Joe, but
shit.
yeah, it's I wanna see how that goes. So that's what has really been happening with me. Nothing too
Okay.
exciting, too crazy, but let's get into the shenanigans.
Yeah, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
Yo,
Your boy.
your boy Diddy,
Did he do it?
he did it. Definitely
Guys,
did it.
come on.
The empire
wait
is really
for-
crumbling.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Finally, I mean, we talked about this. We've been
We
talking about this
it's-
throughout.
At
like,
this
with
point,
every
it's
update.
starting to feel like this is the Diddy podcast, and I don't want it
You
to be
know
that
what?
way.
Right.
So
it's, it's sounding redundant, but like
yeah, but
I think by now, if you're watching porn for breakfast, you're definitely up to date with the trends, which means
Yeah.
you already know Diddy's house got raided.
Raided.
His kids got arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's looking.
I was at
not
first, I
cute.
was really confused as like to why his kids would be arrested.
I think because they were accomplices. In some of those papers, they said that Diddy and I think like his son were having those freak offs together. They were like having the drugs and
hold
the
on.
parties and the so.
Cause I was confused. I was like, maybe the feds showed up to the house and these kids became disrespectful and they were arrested maybe for like interfering with an investigation or some shit.
No,
Only
I
to
think
find
I
out
think it was
they were
more
also
about,
part of the.
yeah.
Yeah, this is crazy. But
This is a dark ass, man.
yeah, this is
like it's looking like the empire is crumbling and people are already talking about Jay-Z should be next.
next. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I feel like the whole thing, as much as I don't think they're really after Diddy like that. I think they're
Right.
after somebody, because Diddy reports to someone. I think.
yeah, definitely.
So I think that's the person they want. But now you can get him.
I don't think they're gonna be
Yeah.
able
So Diddy is in a very
to.
dangerous
You think
place.
he's like the scapegoat?
Yes,
He's the face
yes.
of the operation,
think
but there's
so, yeah.
people who are.
Yeah, and he might it might end up badly for him. Like
I
the
definitely
Weinstein.
think some of these quote unquote contracts, like when you decide this is how it's gonna go down, you also like, I understand the risks, and when that time finally does come, I'm going to take the consequences of whatever actions.
Yeah. Oh man, when they were saying he's playing, when they were tracking his jet, it's like, oh, he's going to Cape Verde.
Yeah.
I was like, shit, he's
I
running
know.
away, and then only to find that he wasn't there.
Yeah.
In the plane.
It's
So
it's a crazy situation. I think the last footage that I saw from TMZ, he was in the cut. They showed Diddy now having a conversation, I guess, with the feds about, I guess they were questioning him or whatever.
But they let him go.
So. I think they did, but I also think it's very temporary. I think it's more, we're going to let you go for now as we're gathering our evidence and getting our shit together. And then we will definitely be back. Don't leave the country type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's the literal definition of flight risk.
Exactly.
Nigga has his own plane.
Like he has a private jet. This nigga can
like,
leave and just disappear in the middle of the night. It's just like, oh, did he?
But at the same time, I also feel like maybe he's just a distraction. America is going through some shit right now. And they need something to distract. And Michael Jackson is no longer here. He used to be the guy.
He used to be the
guy they use for whenever they need to distract people.
Yeah.
So now I think
is he
the
that
Diddy.
Powerful? Like.
No, it's giving people news.
Okay. Yeah.
No one is talking about Netanyahu now. The fuck is you niggas talking about? Yeah. So that's just me though.
Everybody talk about Diddy right now. So now the new it's no longer no homo. It's no Diddy. Don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least now you get like even the guys in church now can because in church you couldn't say the other one, but here now you can be like no Diddy. It's like when somebody telling hey.
Oh my goodness!
Like if you're a man in church saying
no
Yesu ni bwana wangu, and then you're like no Diddy, right?
You're so out of pocket for that. You don't say
like,
Yesu ni Bwana. You say like Yesu ni Bwana. Yeah, like Jesus is Lord. Yesu ni Bwana wa maisha yangu or some shit.
Yeah, Bwana, meaning my husband. No Diddy. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness. Wait, before we even continue with the pod, I saw we finally had Oxido.
Oh yeah.
On last week's episode of the podcast.
Oxido came through.
Yeah.
That's the day you were supposed to come through and undo. And you bailed out on me.
No,
both of you.
I heard Undo was gonna be here.
Yeah.
See, I told you nilikuwa na recover nini zangu.
COVID.
So when you told me that, okay, let's not call it COVID. It was a flu, but people are saying it wasn't.
I think there's a bug.
There's a new variation
in town
that's
and going
stuff.
Around. It's just nasty.
I think it was a flu because I don't think I can catch COVID.
Why not?
I think I'm like a carrier or something.
The fuck you doing on my couch?
No, listen, you're not gonna get sick. You remember the other time when you were saying that you had gotten sick? I've been in such situations like 3 or 4 times. Like people would be like, "Oh my God, are you feeling great? I was with you this past weekend," and like everyone is kind of feeling like trash, and I'm like, "No."
Okay.
I'm alright. So some people are like, "Oh, you're so lucky," because I've been stressed and worried. I'm like, "Oh my God, maybe let's kuntashka COVID is what is going to take me out." But I'm chilling. Oxido alikuja niliona mliongelelea story ya Kali and the Rick Ross live. It's crazy.
I thought like in Oxido are the ones who sabotaged.
Who went and then did that?
They sabotaged it, but I don't know how Instagram does it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like even on YouTube when you report someone, it takes time. They do the investigation. They don't kill it immediately. They have to do their own. So I don't know how long it took for them to.
Maybe because too many people reported at the same time, and
it
then they were
doesn't
like,
matter.
"There's something to look at here." Yeah, for real.
Yeah, due process. Even if there's something to look, take your time to look. Because it could be like malicious. Somebody can just have bots.
That was so
you.
embarrassing though, like on an international front.
But Oxido had another way of looking at it.
What?
He was like, what if they're the ones who said that so that they create more hype for now when they actually do the live, now more people
Then more people will be watching. I mean, It's not far from it.
Yeah.
I could see
So,
that happening.
I can see that happen as well.
I could also see that happening, but like honestly, if it did happen the way Callie said it, but I mean, I watched the clip of him announcing it, and
but
he was very
pissed.
sorry. He really looked like he was distraught about not being able to go live.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to kind of see this moment come full circle right now, because
why do we insist on just using Instagram? What's wrong with like a platform like Twitter? You can go live on Twitter if you're.
I think you can go live, but it will be audio.
Even video. I used to go live on video. I can go live on video right now.
I think the reason is because obviously Instagram has set itself up from the very beginning as a visual app. So it would be the first app that you would think of doing anything because it had already
because it
set
has
pace.
too many restrictions. I just don't fuck with
I
it.
think after Zuckerberg bought it, that's when like shit started being too complicated because he wants to like synchronize with Facebook and WhatsApp and
then now they're telling us we can monetize on Facebook now from June, I guess.
Oh right?
Yeah.
Word?
Yeah.
But like who's still on Facebook though? Like Facebook, I feel like it's a very old app.
From what I hear from people, there are splits as far as monetization is concerned is way better than YouTube and the rest. It's only that it was happening in those countries, not in Kenya, not in Africa, I think. But now our president went and negotiated, so from June we'll start monetizing as long as you have 5,000 followers and you have 6 active videos.
Okay.
And no like strikes or whatever. The details I'll find out the full details.
I mean, I need to check because
but they just need to fix that thing of Instagram like cutting you off if a few people report something and they don't. Because you can't tell me within 24 hours you've done your investigation and you've decided that this
like guys were right.
Yeah,
that was so crazy. Like if people really did that, Yani, we're always complaining about South African hip hop is ahead, TZ hip hop is ahead, and then we're getting an opportunity to put Kenyan hip hop on a platform with many eyes, and instead of like even flooding the account with love, you're trying to report it so that this doesn't happen. Like that's so petty, but like it was nice to see it come full circle because when Rick Ross performed here in 2017 or 2018, Cali opened for him, and at that time I remember he was like he was really not gonna pursue like a collab with Rick Ross, or maybe like it wasn't the right time, timing and everything. So when I finally saw Rick Ross saying go check Calligraph out and everything, it was the biggest. It was dope. It was dope. So we're gonna see if that is going to be happening. Looks like Kali is still having a great year with the endorsements and everything. That's how they were able to make that happen.
I saw him on Instagram again with Abbas Kubuff. I think they have something coming.
Abbas is supposed to be, I think the rumor is, the Kali Cartel.
Yeah, and gave him a bottle of 18-year-old.
Of Shivas.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kali is saying right now that he has beef with me. Yo, Kali.
Really?
Public, yeah.
Oh, snap. Let's do it.
No, listen. I'm about to be here telling this man that I ain't got no beef with you.
No, let's do it. I want beef.
Wait, I'm not about to beef Kali. Kali and I go back and it's just, you know.
So what is this over?
I've been waiting for him to call me. He was like, I'm going to holla. I don't know.
So he told you I got beef with you and then he left it at that?
At the Nikimbishi show, I was saying what's up to him. And then he's like, so when Nikki finished performing and Kali had joined him on stage, everybody was on his dick. Like all these rappers were surrounding him and shit. So I was like, I'm not gonna skumana with rappers at you trying to have a conversation with this guy. Like we have each other's phone numbers. We're gonna talk when we do get to talk.
Yeah, should have found out then.
Yeah, I DM'd him like a couple weeks ago. I was like, yo, Kali, why you got beef with me? What's popping?
The DMs are...
And then he said, I'm going to holler at you. I'm going to call you so we can have a conversation. So I'm waiting. Yeah,
let's have it here. Let's have it here. Come on, put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. Let them know let's have it here.
Okay, let Kali know. I don't know what I did. It must have been something I did. I don't know. I actually don't know what it is for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Put it in the comments if you want to see Kylie come break down this beef. I don't think it's that serious, but we'll see what's up. Always proud of this nigga.
Yeah, beef is nice.
No.
Kendrick is shooting at people.
Oh,
we're having
let's
so much
talk
fun.
about that.
Yeah, we're
How
having
you
fun.
feel? How you feel? This is like that. We're definitely talk about Kendrick's verse on Metro Boomin's and Future's album.
Apparently, this is like a Future Drake beef.
I heard about that too.
I didn't know, but I'm too old for the.
Yeah, they also said like Drake had been shooting at Future, but like right now let's talk about King Kendrick. I mean,
I wish I had Fuego around. I think try and have Fuego next week. He's the Kendrick.
Diehard.
I will call him the Kendrick
connoisseur.
Reporter. Yeah.
Kendrick connoisseur.
For me, that verse was alright.
Yeah.
It was alright, but the way people on the internet are making it look like it was like the greatest thing to ever.
I think
we live in an era where, because of social media, maybe I don't know how to put it, because there's too much hype over something that's really not that.
Okay,
great.
let me say this. I feel like I kind of understand where you're going with that, like or what you're saying. I think the excitement comes from, oh my God, he's really shooting at people like he don't give a fuck. It's not about like maybe
shooting at people, saying I'm better than somebody or I'm nicer than you. That's not shooting at you. That's just saying I'm nicer than you.
When Kendrick did Control, right? People were enraged. There were two sides of rage, right? There was the niggas who were mentioned. Some of them were like, oh no, he's not going to disrespect me, right? Because he said, and then he's talking about I'm king of New York on Big Sean's and it was Control. Yeah. And then the other rappers who weren't mentioned also wanted to get in the ring because they're like, oh, no, you talk about like I'm not as good as, because Kendrick, when he was mentioning all these guys, it was like, you guys are my peers, but I'm definitely better than y'all. And when it comes to this hip hop shit,
which is what
I'm superior. I think that's what got the streets,
that
heated.
Has been happening
and
for
now,
years.
I know, but I think with Kendrick, it's like with this situation with Drake and Cole, it's always been looking like they're all buddies. Even when with the rumored project of Kendrick and J. Cole, they were like, oh, they've always had a very cordial relationship. J. Cole was the one who told Dre about Kendrick because he initially wanted to actually sign Kendrick. So he's the one who introduced, and then, Dre and Kendrick went on to make history and make this man whoever he is now, right? So when it comes to this hip-hop conversation, there's always been, from time immemorial, I agree, top 3, top 5, all that shit, right? Which is normal. So the conversation with the new school hip-hop kings after the class of Jay-Z and them, it's been Cole, Drake, Wale, Kendrick. Although Wale sometimes gets lost in the conversation,
and Big Sean need to sit down.
They're in their own.
Just sit down.
Exactly. So now we're left with Kendrick, Cole and Drake, right? And then Cole and Drake. Also, they've had a very good relationship. They're actually almost best of friends, I think.
It's just industry shit.
Yeah, I guess industry brotherhood or whatever. They're like really cordial. They're good. They even went on tour after the first person shooter. They went on tour together, and I was watching clips of them performing like in the morning for the first time in like 11 years and stuff. So I think Cole has always been like, all you young niggas, I'm better than all y'all. But when it comes to the Trinity, it's Cole, Drake, and Kendrick. That's the conversation. But then Kendrick,
it's just
right?
Fuck y'all.
Who we're also thinking is buddy in the situation, and we wouldn't expect that type of shooting. He's coming in and being like, nah, everybody sit down. Ain't no top 3. It's just it's me. Exactly. And I think that is more about, how does it affect the relationships? Because also when he dropped Control, people were asking Big Sean, like, how did you feel, like, listening to Kendrick's verse on your shit and him calling you out on it still. So I think it's, is Cole gonna respond? Is Drake gonna respond? But they're saying Drake is gonna respond with Instagram captions, which apparently he's already doing. And then Joe Budden, I watched on the podcast, they played a snippet of what they say is Cole's response. And like they played only one line. Like it started like a very hard beat, and then Cole was like, "Bitch, I'm on my shit again." And then they stopped. I was like, "Okay."
When was this?
It's on there.
Okay.
I think I saw it on the internet sometime this week.
Okay.
And I was just like, okay, if this man is like, if it's an actual song, I'm ready for it. But
all I am like, I keep telling you guys, if guys used to take it personal when your name just got mentioned, or when somebody says they're the best at doing stuff, then the the amount of beef would have had in hip hop since like the 2000s would be too many.
But I think that's also been like the root cause of the beefs anyway. Park used to say that
Park called out names and he was insulting. I'm talking about you just saying I'm the nicest person. Yeah. Cannibus told LL Cool J, I'm the illest nigga alive. Watch me prove it. I snatch your crown with your head still attached to it.
Ooh.
Cannibus is the type to fight for mics, beating niggas to death and beat niggas. So when he was talking about LL Cool J's mic, that was personal. That's you could understand. And when LL came back on the same song by there, and we're like, tell the little boy with the big mouth, the nini, the bar is closed or something. This mic on my arm is off limit to challengers. You understand? Yeah. So that one you could understand. Like those two people are really going at each other. But here is just somebody saying
it's friendly fire.
It's fuck the big three. It's just big me.
It's friendly fire. It's friendly, like classic hip hop shit.
But,
right?
It's for me. It's trash. I'm sorry, but
come on, that verse was fire though. I'm saying this as a diehard Cole fan.
It was okay, but for me, I also feel like if Cole was to respond,
I'm kind of waiting.
He was going to kill. I don't think Kendrick is really that battle tested. Okay. In terms of he
Cole,
can perform.
Is Drake? I don't think any of those.
None of those are. Yeah, but from what Cole has been doing for the last couple of days, you can tell if he decides to do like a fire me versus you type shit, it might resonate more than Kendrick. Kendrick is more of like a performance kind of like. He has this sort of like he's an artist. Yeah. It's a performance. It's not so much about it's not so much about the bars. I don't think like bar for bar he can go against Cole, but we'll see.
Oh, listen. I don't think,
I know Fuego.
Yo, I like
you're going to shoot at me.
Yo, I like that you said that. I need to see some comments also, because people have been, saying a lot of shit about Cole's pen game. They're like, he's an average rapper. I really hate it when they say shit like that. They're saying Cole could never compare to Kendrick. Like when it comes to spitting and the lyricism and stuff, Drake is kind of not even in the conversation. Guys are just like, nah, like
Drake, sit down. No, you go sing, go do your
I better find your love.
Hey, go do that. This is different. But I don't. For me, if I'm to be perfectly honest, I don't think these two, Cole and Kendrick, are also like the tier that I would really go nuts when they go at each other. It's going to be interesting, but it's not going to be...
Team Cole, Team Kendrick. Let us know in the comment section. Where are you? Or Team Drake, actually. I don't know why
but I'm
we're forgetting.
Usually once in a while, I think once a year, Kendrick would do something that will make people start talking about hip hop again. Yeah. Which is what I want.
Yeah, definitely.
The rest is just
Yeah.
So finally, at least Kendrick.
We'd been quiet for a little bit, but guys are back in it. Have you listened to Schoolboy Q's album? Speaking of hip hop,
I was going to listen to it. I think I even got it on one of my devices.
Yeah. I streamed it and I don't know. I wasn't liking it, but maybe I'll go back and listen
But it
again.
depends on what you're looking for. Because if you're looking for the Drake kind of music,
No, I would definitely. Am I gonna look for Drake in a school? Come on, man, stop playing.
yeah. So
Stop
anyway,
playing.
I'll
It felt
also
very experimental. There were too many beat switches, which were killing me. I felt like with the beat switch, it feels like a 3-minute song is like 7 minutes, and it's just like, yo, I can't do this in every single song. Like if there's a couple songs that it's like that. That's okay, but then every song.
I haven't listened to it, so I can't really judge.
Yeah.
And I
You
don't know
should
if I'll
you
have
should definitely listen
time.
to it,
That's
and then
time, man. I wish there were more than 24 hours in
I
a day.
know.
But yeah,
It's
at least we're talking about hip hop. Kendrick finally decided to put
Yes, sir.
Baby Kim's milk bottle aside and started to rap, because that whole Baby Kim thing was pissing me off.
Which Kim thing?
There's one of his cousins or some shit. He's called Baby Kim. So he's been like all the songs that people were saying he was shooting at Drake. It just even before this call Drake and whatever. There was a song where Kendrick was sounding. He was using the Drake bop, like the Afro kind of And this was from his cousin. He's called Baby Kim. If I'm not wrong, if I'm wrong, please correct me on the comments. Yeah, but I think there's a guy called Baby Kim who is his cousin or some shit. They used to they were doing a few songs together. I think you've heard the songs.
Probably.
But they were not maybe that popular.
Probably.
The videos were ridiculous. They were shot like maybe on a phone or something.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Like I'm not shooting at people who shoot on a phone.
Yeah.
I'm shooting on a phone.
Yeah. There's
but
definitely
there's just
better quality.
it looked
kind of dusty.
Yeah, it was dusty.
Okay.
So now finally he decided, let's do some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something tragic that happened in the past week or so. There was the loss of the legendary journalist Rita Tinina.
Who's that?
Rita Tinina. She was a journalist on NTV.
Yeah.
I think she used to do the news. Yeah, she used to do the news. So what happened last weekend? I think on Sunday. She was supposed to check in for her shift, and then she was found unresponsive in her house in Kileleshwa. And it was discovered that she had passed away. She had like it's an epileptic seizure or something. So she passed away, and I think she was buried maybe 2 days ago or something.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, it kind of shook the streets. That's a lady that I've seen on TV since like I was maybe like a teenager or in high school. She's on that level, so everybody was talking about how much they loved her. And Robert Nagila, who's also like another journalist who was on NTV. I think he's still on there. I don't watch TV much these days, so I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
Was eulogizing her and talking about their relationship and stuff. Somebody else that also passed away was, I guess, the Kenyan influencer, Brian Chira.
Yeah.
Crazy that TikTok has raised 7 million Kenya shillings towards the...
TikTok is real. Somebody was trying to shut it down.
Why don't shut it down?
Somebody was trying to shut it down. I think it's some guy in parliament was discussing it.
I think in the States also they were trying to like do a...
In the States, they're using TikTok as... I think they're using it as a...
trying to collect information on...
What they're trying to do is pass a bill that will allow them to monitor social media and everything that people
get your private information and stuff.
Exactly. And the best way to do it is to pin it on TikTok, because they're saying the Chinese are collecting American
data anyway. Yeah.
So I think that was like the easiest way to like try to get support for the bill. So I don't know.
It's crazy. When apparently Kenyans on TikTok raised 5 million for this guy in like 48 hours.
Nice.
Yeah, which is crazy. And they said that he had been troubled. I really hadn't followed too much of him. I just know. Okay, so how it happened is, for anyone who's watching this even from outside Kenya, Brian Shida, how he was discovered was he was an eyewitness on TV for an accident, which is like now the weirdest, strangest thing. He was talking about, I think, 2 women who had been beheaded. The accident was grisly, and you could tell he was, clearly lit. So I guess the persona is what like people warmed up to. And then he had been trending on TikTok for a minute, had gotten into it with Aziad at one point where he had talked shit about her.
I think,
Then he got arrested. And then I guess he's kind of just been in the limelight like that. But people are saying most of his videos were like a cry for help or whatever, trying to make it into the game and stuff. So on the day that he passed away, he was, I guess, slammed by a lorry. He'd been drinking at a local, and then there was a little bit of a commotion. He got on a boda, and then at some roundabout, he got off the boda and ran into the barabara. Then he was killed instantly. And the strangest thing was like, when the how he was talking about the previous accident, like when he was an eyewitness that these chicks were beheaded, like their heads were not there or whatever. They're saying his head was also kind of smashed. It's almost like he kind of died the same way that he was describing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, guys have been going crazy trying to raise money for him. He had the only family he had apparently was his grandmother, and he just wanted to build like a 2-bedroom house for her. So Kenyans on TikTok went and did their big one.
Nice.
I think they're trying to get that together.
Okay.
They had a body viewing yesterday or the day before that, and he was at KU. Guys went crazy. It was a lot of people who were there online, obviously, who were there on the ground, obviously trying to create content that they were at Shira's
bird shit.
and they were viewing him, and I think he finally got buried. And Kenyans on TikTok, like my takeaway from this story was like the togetherness of Kenyans on TikTok. But like I feel like at the same time someone doesn't have to die or lose their life or lose a limb for people to come together. If people knew, but then they also said that throughout his life he was being helped anyway. Or like if he would come maybe on TikTok and say he needed this or that, like people would come together and try to help him.
Okay.
But that was pretty impressive. 7 million is
it's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah.
That's
Kenyans
dope,
can
dope.
be.
But
So rest in peace. Condolences to the families, friends, loved ones of both Shira and Rita Tinina. Yeah. Did you see Africa's youngest president?
Oh yeah.
The 44-year-old.
But there's another one, right? It's not the only one.
Which one?
I think there's two. It's just like he's just maybe younger by a couple of months, but there are two, and then there are like 5 of them now who are like super young. Although the 2 maybe were not elected, they're the ones who took over. Like in a Traore and them. Traore is like 46 or some shit.
Oh no, this one is 44.
This is 44.
Yeah.
But I think there's another 44.
Oh, okay.
Because I think I'd seen a list of like 5
of young
4
presidents.
of them. Yeah, 4 young presidents.
Yeah, this guy from Senegal.
Yeah.
Apparently ran a successful campaign in 10 days
in jail
after being released from prison. He started the bid in prison, but then he ran the campaign in 10 days and he won.
Yeah.
And now his Senegal.
So like I would really want to know like why was he in jail? Was he political?
They said like he was
political
held in contempt of court or something like that.
For how long?
Apparently for 10 months.
Really?
Yeah, something like that. I was just reading up on it. So he was arrested with some other politician in Senegal who's called Sonko. So Sonko had been arrested because apparently he for corrupting a minor. They had arrested him on, I think, rape, but then he was later acquitted of those charges. So it was corrupting a minor and something else. So this guy, I forget his name, something. Let me see. Hold on. It's also a very hard name, but this guy like defended Sonko, and then it became a whole thing. So he was he was held in contempt of court, and then he was arrested, got in there, served his 10 months, and then after that, he was released. I think 2 weeks before he set up this. He's called Senegal's Bassirou Faye or Faye, I don't know. But yes, that's the name. Senegal's new president-elect. 10 days, came, did the thing, and it was like, is Africa really ready to embrace stuff like that? Do you think something like that would even happen in Kenya?
Because I think the way our laws are, I don't know if it's the same. I don't think you can come from jail and be able to run.
And run, right?
Yeah, I could be wrong. I don't follow politics that much, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But I think once you have that record, there are certain things you can't do.
I think this time round the people were frustrated with the regime that was in power or something, because apparently the previous president had tried to run for a third term, and people were like, fuck that, and the courts were like, yep, you can't run. He tried to postpone the elections also. The people were like, nah, we're still going to do this, and then the court was also like, yep, the elections are still on. So maybe this time they were so frustrated that they were like, okay, whoever had expressed interest or had put in their bid for the presidency was going to be allowed to run anyways.
Yeah.
Which is now what happened with Faye or Faye or...
Yeah. Funny how there's a guy called Sonko.
Here.
Here.
I also, when I saw like he was arrested a few days before Sonko, I'm like, really? we ain't that popular.
Yeah.
Matrax was getting roasted over that Diddy situation. Have you seen?
No, what did he?
He when he was like, nigga, how can you hate on Diddy? He's the one who gave us Casey and JoJo. He gave us 112. He made Biggie. And then when his house got raided, let me read this tweet. Because I know at this point he was just trolling to just for people to talk about him. You know what he said? Public statement.
Yeah.
It is with great concern that the Bad Boy for Life Kenyan chapter expresses disgust over the SWAT raid at Diddy's home. The public are outraged at this distasteful assault and stand with him and his family during these trying times.
Yeah, that's
and funny. Everybody was like, every time there's like a new report about Diddy, I'd see people trolling and be like, somebody check on his close friend Matrax, see if he's alright. Like, he's getting roasted. They're having his ass on Twitter, which is so funny. I don't understand why he felt the need to do all that.
Yeah, the funny thing about that whole Diddy thing and being raided, it happened on is it the 27th
anniversary of
Life After Death?
Yes.
And in Life After Death is a song called Kick in the Door, Wave in the 4-4. All you heard is Papa Don't Hit Me No More. Messi is having a blast.
He is having fun. He talked about it on the It Is What It Is podcast, obviously with Cam.
He's having he's the one who
too much fun.
Made me like I didn't know anything about no Diddy thing until I saw Kina Mace.
Yeah.
And then that laugh. Cameron has this weird ass laugh. He'd be like,
yeah, no Diddy. Now, no Diddy is now a thing. Stay with the trends. Stay with the trends. Speaking of Bad Boys.
So is that like a...
What?
I don't know. I feel like he gives a whole new meaning to take that. Like he's going to take
Don't be like that.
He's going to take that.
Oh my goodness.
In jail?
Out of order.
He doesn't have the face. Which also brings me to another story we talked about on me and my boy, Dr. Imchapo. There's the story for John Falme. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that boy looks like his face is made for jail. Like, I hope everything works out. I really hope everything works out.
It's so crazy. For context, if you have no clue what is happening, they said that this guy and a couple of his friends beat up a DCI officer. I think for scratching his car or something.
Really?
That's what I was reading from The Nation. That was the cause of the altercation. So after they beat him up, I think with the bouncers, so this guy was they took him to the Kikuyu police station or something. And then this guy was telling guys like, yo, I'm not okay. And they couldn't believe. They weren't believing. They weren't taking his word for it until apparently he started peeing blood. And that's when they were like, oh, the situation might be a little serious. So by the time I think he was getting medical assistance, it was way too late. He had passed away.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so they said like there's some other, even when they took him to the station, apparently there's some cops who still
beat him up.
Yeah, beat him up for that whole situation.
Listen, man, I don't understand this violence thing. Like,
seriously,
today
Seriously.
I'm not
But
doing any of that.
cops are really like that though.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
I'm
think
walking
they
up,
think.
running away. I'm sorry. I'm
For
just,
me, the strange part was, why are you beating a fellow
Yeah.
officer? Like, what is?
Is he like a plainclothes or?
They said he was a DCI, like a very senior cop.
So
Actually,
these idiots didn't know him.
I think they didn't know who they were dealing
Then
with.
that's the thing I keep telling people: stop like beating people because you
Stop.
don't know who they are.
Facts.
You don't know who. And
Facts.
plus, somebody could. Maybe today was the day I was gonna die, right? Then you just slap me.
Exactly.
You will catch a charge, and maybe it was like
It'll be
today
told
was
murder
my
in the
day.
first degree,
Yes, and today was
like
my
you could
day.
have
Yo,
avoided.
I'm not
Yeah,
doing
facts.
any of that, niggas. I wear cologne. I shower.
Yo.
I'm not fighting none of you niggas. Like I smell nice. Why am I fighting you niggas?
You've said that, nikakumbuka, man. The last time we were talking about the Oxido launch,
Oh shit.
it wasn't something bad. I just said, like, I tweeted, rap niggas should spend less money on weed and a little bit more on deodorant.
On the underarm?
Because goddamn.
It was crazy, right?
Oh my God, niggas be musty as fuck,
Yeah,
yo.
I know.
And then when I tweeted that, oh, you know, right? You've been in hip hop circles.
Yeah.
Even when we used to do radio, sometimes rappers would come on air and it's like, yo, the
You just
studio
open like,
smells
oh, yo,
like.
open the doors, yo, open the fucking doors.
Please,
There used to be some
imagine
rappers,
by there. Let me tell
there were
you
like
something.
specific rappers. I'm not gonna mention who they are, but whenever they came to, it was like the doors had to be open. The AC wasn't even.
It wasn't
enough.
working
Yeah.
enough for real. And you know what? You do. It doesn't cost an arm and a leg to actually smell good. A good joint is probably 100, 200 bob. You can get a perfume.
Okay, so
kupima
there's
ya
this
Somlili.
there's this excuse that people use that I don't know, it has mercury or some metals that get into your blood and
Oh my goodness.
they cause cancer. Listen, if that is
Public
going to take away,
announcement.
yeah, if that is going to take away 2 years from my life, and
And
I
not be
smell
smelling musty? Yeah.
I'll
Yeah, like,
let
come
let
on.
those 2 years go.
Come on.
Let me not be out here like I've
niggas
been in
can't breathe and
I've been
shit.
in my tattoos that I'm like,
Yeah.
jeez, I hope.
And
I
then-
don't. I hope you know the thing about smell, right?
Yeah.
When you're the one, you can't tell.
No, listen.
So
You can
somebody
smell
else can
yourself
smell.
though.
No, you
Oh,
can't.
listen. So
You
I
can't.
heard the universal rule is, if you can smell yourself, others can smell you even harder. So like, if you think, you see those times where you're like, I might need to take a shower. Other niggas around you are like, God damn, why were you going to say that? Because you have been musty this whole time. So I think you can kind of tell when you're like, I mean, I might be a little.
That fear is like for me is always like on me. Like when I get into a matatu and it smells like, I'm like, what if it's me and they can like, you know what I mean? Like
You're the one who's causing this. Nah, you
no,
can
not the
smell
one who's causing it. Like
Yeah.
what if one day you get into
You're the one who's
and you're the
stinking.
one who's stinking up the place. So I always try to, as much as
Smell
possible,
good.
just
I also feel like that's a thing that a lot more people need to adopt. Kuna marashi za kupima. 100 bob on 50, 200 bob, please. Don't be out here looking like
maybe
like
this year
problems.
my baby got me smelling nice. It's her birthday. Happy birthday. Please wish her happy birthday.
Shout out. Yeah, so for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely go out there, invest and
smell
smell
it.
good. Don't be just out here walking around with lots of marijuana on you and smelling like the weed itself. Like, just a little personal hygiene.
By the way, that's the one thing I think that kind of like discouraged me from smoking weed.
What?
The smell.
I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna implicate myself. Yeah, it smells
It's terrible.
terrible.
It's terrible. So when
I feel like it's also the same situation with cigarettes, though.
yeah, it's
Like
just, I can't-
the breath be smelling like, I
even
don't know,
like when it gets into your
On
clothes
you,
and
yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
it
yeah,
just
yeah.
doesn't smell good.
for sure.
So when the first time I got cookies, I was like, oh shit.
edibles are fire.
Yeah. No.
Okay, what?
I tried them. Mm-hmm. So I ate like she told me you can eat like a quarter of this.
They be like,
I ate a quarter. I didn't feel nothing. The next day I ate a half. I didn't feel nothing. The next day I was like, you know, this shit is trash. Let me just eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
Damn, I was paranoid. The whole day I was like, And then after that, I was like, this is.
You
That's when
never
I was
go-
like, okay, weed.
That's
is
when
not
you were
for me.
like, weed
Yeah,
is-
because
is-
if smoking it, I don't like the smell.
Yeah.
On cookies, it's not.
It's not
It's
easy.
not guaranteed. You're gonna.
You can't decide the dosage.
Exactly.
Like, oh, a quarter is gonna work, or the full
so
thing.
I was like,
or
this is not for me. I'll drink my sodas,
Yeah.
and I'll be good.
just take care of yourself, people.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, if you
Smell good out here.
smell good, carry
No, but
some
I
breath.
think-
Mints.
I think your girls are the ones who should like get you
Nigga.
smelling nice.
Before you get a girl, so you're just gonna be out here smelling like
I mean, like
come on, please, let's not.
let's say you find a cute guy, you want
Okay.
this guy, but he's a bit musty.
That's the
What
thing.
you gonna do?
It's never gonna happen.
Oh, come on,
It's
just
never
take him
gon-
home and
Trust me, that's
take him home. Tell him, hey,
no, that's a fucking deal. That's a deal breaker. I cannot be attracted to a person who is making me feel like I'm gonna pass out. Or
yeah, but you can clean him up.
That's not my responsibility, though.
Then you're making it.
That's not my responsibility. I just feel like personal hygiene. You can tell when,
The thing about it is, I have a rule of 2 showers a day,
Yes.
but there are some days 2 is not enough.
Okay.
3,
Yeah.
but still, if you don't put on like deodorant or whatever, it's not showering is never enough. Yeah, because it will just once you start sweating, that's it.
Yeah. Your
back
natural
to,
body odor.
You're back to where you started. So you have to do the shower with an extra thing, which is now the deodorant
Yeah.
and the things that you guys are complaining that they have mercury. Nigga, fuck you. Use
Yo.
some deodorant.
Exactly. Even us chicks want to be around niggas that look good and smell good. It's not just about you, for sure. I swear. What is on my perfumes are so much. Like, you can sacrifice one joint just to smell good for 2 weeks. You ain't gonna die.
And why do okay? So I've never understood that
What?
whole thing for iso perfumes. Akupima.
So what usually happens? I think they buy them in like containers and stuff. Like, they ship them in designer perfumes and shit. So they come in like maybe in a container that's like maybe worth 40K or something. So now they start paying for you mls. So depending on what you want, you can get anything from 100 shillings to whatever.
But is it legit?
It is. Yeah, the actual legit perfume. It's like, let's say, a luxurious experience on a budget. Like, it's Hugo, but yeah, so moja. Come on, where's he afford? You can't afford the actual bottle. That's the way you go get. So people are like, oh my God, you smell so good. It's like, yeah, I'm wearing Hugo
Yeah, because I think
Boss.
I remember there was a shop where I was in South Sea. They used to have that. But I used to be like, this is suspect.
No, it's actually like I've asked. I have a few friends who are in that business. Zinakwanga legit.
Okay.
So one joint, so moja, so mbili, go just get perfume. You smell good for like 2 weeks. Ubani, sometimes I feel like if you're not in the culture of when I shower, I put on deodorant or I smell good, sometimes you might forget. Like, you still have it, but you're just like, God damn, nilisa kujipaka. Yo, smelling good should be a priority. I just feel when it's cold and you're using matatus,
even you feel better. So like when you just come out the shower,
your confidence is so much higher when you
feel
smell
better
good.
when you-
Facts only. Facts only. I think we're done with the shenanigans for
Yeah.
this week. Oh, the trailer for Bad Boys 4 is out. They're saying it's gonna be in theaters in June. Obviously,
Who's watching Bad Boy?
That's the thing.
Okay.
But like,
I'm just asking. I'm
but
not
listen,
sure.
if they're putting it out, it means there's someone to watch it. So yeah, Bad Boys 4 is coming out soon. Yeah, let's.
By the way, before we even finish, I just want to let people know that you killed Will Smith for that Chris Rock slap for years, for months, not years, for months, because it was just the other day.
Yeah.
Only to discover that shit was an act.
What, it was staged?
That shit was an act, yo.
No way.
Yes. It was an act. Do you know why it was an act?
Why?
It was a play on something that happened in either the 70s or the 60s. Something like exact.
No fucking way.
Yes. And if you want, I'll get the 2 videos.
Oh, no,
and put
definitely.
them on. I'll put the 2 videos and you'll see.
We definitely have to see that.
It's the same thing that happened in an award show in the.
Oh no!
The
whole keep my name.
Even
keep
the
my wife's name
even
out of your
the
mouth.
part where Chris is like,
Elijah taking the stage.
Yes. Yes.
Oh no, we definitely have to see that.
Elijah
definitely have to see
slapped
those
the heck out of
Yeah. So this don't trust anything. Like
True.
do not trust.
True that. I feel like in this world of social media, showbiz, and where people can manipulate stuff to make you believe what they want you to believe.
Yeah.
Take everything with a pinch of salt.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
leave Will Smith alone. Just leave him
Lord.
alone.
Bad Boys 4 in theaters June 2nd or something.
Are we allowed to say bad boy even? Bad boy, but take that.
Oh,
bad boy for
God.
life.
And cut. I can't. Listen, if you're watching the podcast, make sure that you subscribe, like, share, drop us a comment. Definitely loving that the views are now, rising. We're picking up a lot of speed.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have a guest next week. Yeah, I'm organizing a little some. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, next week we're gonna have our first female guest.
Oh, let's do it. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Guest.
Same person?
No.
Okay.
I don't know which same person it is, but
Yeah, because I think
not.
there's one I told you.
No, not that one.
Yeah, because the contact didn't get back to me.
Yeah.
And then there's another one also.
There's another one, definitely. We want this podcast to also be welcoming to women. So we can hear the shenanigans from our perspective as well. So like, share, drop a comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. We'll catch you on for porn for breakfast next week. Oh, make sure that you follow us on social media now. We're on the socials, porn for breakfast, Instagram, TikTok. Make sure that you show us some love. Peace, fam.
Peace out.